22 runs the difference in the 20th game of the IPL. Gujarat Lions have fallen once again at home and they've displaced Virat Kohli's Royal Challengers Bangalore, the bottom of the table win for RCB. Much needed. Aakash, Chopra, Brad Hogg both saw that game. Time to chat about it here on ESPNcricinfo Matchday T20. Aakash, 2-1-3 seems a good score. 192 is what they ended with. With the way that innings went, should Gujarat have got it?
Well, they must have fancied their chances a few times. Even though they lost an early wicket, Dwayne Smith was dismissed as soon as he walked in. Raina got set and then got dismissed. But then the way McCullum was batting, they had more than a sniff. And if he had not gone after Chahal in that last over of his spell, they would have been in with a real chance. But then that's been the story of their campaign so far. Yet so near, yet so far. Yeah,
some strange decision making which has cost them games. Hoggy, you concur that McCullum wicket in the 15th over when they were 137 for 4 turning point?
Yeah, well, the way Kishan batted out the end, I thought Kishan was struggling the last game, but he really accelerated today and found the boundary, and that just showed me that there was enough bowling at the end of RCB which the Gujarat Lions could attack. And McCullum, I thought, when he played the first ball for one that he faced of Chahal in that last over, I thought, right, he's switched on here, he's going to take his time. And then the next one, he's trying to hit it out of the park. And that was the main bowler. If they got through Chahal, I think McCullum would have taken them over the line easily.
Still things that Bangalore need to try and fix, even though they got the runs today at the top?
Oh yes, the bowling is still an issue which has been the issue for the last 2 years. It's something that's not new to them. Chahal bowled well, got 3 wickets. Pawan Negi surprisingly gave away only 21 runs, so you don't expect that to happen every day if you know Pawan Negi well. Arvind has been expensive, over 50 runs today once again. Shane Watson hasn't looked the same bowler either, so they do have bowling concerns and therefore whenever they bat, firstly they would want to chase. If they bat first, score at least 20 above par. That's what they did today.
Hoggy, now that's what, 4 losses for the Gujarat Lions. I think slowly they're going to find themselves playing far too much to catch up. You'd rule them out just yet?
Close. It's not looking good for the Gujarat Lions. I just don't think. Actually, I don't think it's looking good for either team at the moment. I'd be very surprised if one of these two teams makes the 4 this year. And RCB, well, they've been riddled with injury, so that's been the biggest issue. But their bowling is just not up to it. I think Negi bowled really well today. He found turn, and we don't expect to see bowlers finding turn late in the night. Normally the dew comes in. And I was really impressed with the way he thought about it too, knowing that McCullum likes to go leg side against the spin. He started to bowl wide with 3 behind point. Yep. Very smart bowling. So I was just impressed the way Negi went last night, and that might add them a little bit of depth down the track.
The issue with such games is that you're not able to make up your mind whether you played exceptionally well or you were up against a very ordinary side. So yes, 2 points in the kitty, campaign back on track, but you don't get to know how good you are.
Maybe Aravind, you don't think he'll find out how good he was tonight?
Well, he found out that he can concede 50 runs in 4 overs.
Well, that's the biggest headache. They had runs in the bank. He had an opportunity to close the game out, and that's what they're looking for as an Indian bowler, to help close the game out, and he didn't take the opportunity tonight.
All right, I'm sure we'll get to talk about him on another night as well. Thank you, Aakash Chopra. Hoggy, you're the only man happy in an orange shirt tonight. Gujarat has not been, but always good to have your thoughts on this game. It's not looking good for Gujarat Lions, and even though RCB have won, there are things they need to fix. Let's see how they go going forward. As of the night, it was RCB victorious at Rajkot by 20 runs.